thank you for stopping by. Just going a little bit back in time over here. My very first video was one of me cleaning out this fireplace insert. And at the time, I used a plastic bucket. Now, I did mention in the video you shouldn't use a plastic bucket because of a fire hazard, but I bring the ashes out right away. I put them into the garden, and there's many uses for these ashes, but that's not the topic of this video today. Today, the topic of this video is how you can make a custom ash bucket. And when I say custom, you can make it to any size you want, and you can make it for free. The only actual expense I have in here, besides my time, which took all of 15 minutes to make this, is the paint that I had left over from another project. This handle, by the way, if you can see this handle I picked up while I was at the recycle place one time. This looks like a handle that may have come off of a kerosene heater. I'm not sure, but I saw it laying on the ground and I picked it up figuring I could use it for something. So I have this handle, I have the bucket, and I have a lid. Gulf oil. I was deciding what to do with this. I don't know if I want to keep it on, paint it, or just take it off and let it be metal. So this is the bucket. You can make it to any size you want. I'm going to show you the material that I made it out of. It's a very simple project. One that you could do, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes. You can either use a Sawzall or a grinding wheel, whatever you happen to have on hand. And for those of you who haven't been following my channel, I have an alert on glass on a fireplace insert or a wood stove. And the link to that video is up above. And I also have another video how I replaced this glass using some scrap I had laying around. This has held up for a couple of months now with no problem whatsoever. And if you're interested, the link to that video is right above. Let's go outside and let me show you the material that I used for this ash bucket.
First, you start with this 16-gallon oil can. These cans you can get just about anywhere, any garage. They look to get rid of them. Once you have the can, you want to cut it down to the size that you want. Now, see where my finger is over here, this ridge? You want to cut above this ridge so it holds on. And when it's cut, you simply slide the top part over the bottom. You want to pull it out so you can. Let me show you what you see. These slots, the little slits. You just want to bend these tabs inward just a little bit so the top could slip over it. I did spot weld it in a few places, but I don't believe you have to weld this at all. It holds. So you saved yourself about $30, and you did a little bit on the recycling end. This isn't galvanized, but it's steel. Out the oil residue, I just burned a few twigs in there and let it burn itself out. If you want to paint it to save yourself a little time, once it's burned down and cooled off, sand it down slightly and paint it. It'll save you a lot of time opposed to letting it rust out, grinding the rust off, then painting it. Well, for now, that's a wrap. If you have any tips or comments, post them down below. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, give it a like, and be sure to pass it on to someone else who could use it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell not to miss my videos as I upload them. Until next time, stay safe.